Hello, Benchwire crew. It is us, Justin and Steven, and we are back in the new year. New us, new Benchwire. We're here for our first predictions of the new year. It's an honor to be here. Thank you for tuning in. Steve, sadly, I know it's the new year, but it's the final week of NFL regular season.
Yeah,
What are, what are your emotions going into this week?
it's the final week I have to watch this crappy Giants team. I'm happy. I'm happy. And it's going against the Eagles, who are collapsing right now. So it's okay. It should be fun. It should be a fun, entertaining game. But, yeah, there's a lot of playoff scenarios in play. So should be a good week of football, even though there's some teams that are resting their players. We'll get into that, though.
We're gonna get into it all, man. Into it all. I guess we'll start. So we got two Saturday games. The first one is the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Inzers are traveling to Baltimore to take on the Ravens.
Yeah.
Steve, I'll let you go. Who do you got?
I got the Steelers, and the reason being is the Ravens are resting their starters. They already clinched the 1 seed. Steelers, they are still going Mason Rudolph. They won their last game. They won the last two in a row. It's been a great Christmas and beyonds for Mason Rudolph and the Steelers, and they're getting hot at the right
Yes,
time and trying to make the playoffs. So I got the Steelers.
I agree. Give me the Steelers for the reasons you said. Yeah, how about Mason Rudolph though? I predicted him for the Christmas one, and but then he's just taking it by the reins, pun intended. And yeah, he's playing well to the fact
Yeah,
that Kenny Pickett's not starting, and what do you think he would? Now it's Rudolph. Tomlin's like, now Rudolph's done enough. I seen what I like what I saw from him, so he's giving it to him, and good for him. But yeah, I'm taking the Steelers just because they got a lot to play for, and Mike Tomlin, one of the best coaches in the league.
yeah.
Give me the Steelers. The Ravens have nothing to play for, even though the bad blood you might like the chippiness there. John Harbaugh probably like, man, I would love to knock the Steelers out of it just because, but still,
Never know.
they're gonna think smart. They're gonna think about the long term, the end game of making it to the Super Bowl. So,
They
rest
got
of
time to hunt.
starters, they got rest of starters. I think the backups are gonna play hard, try to knock the Steelers out, but now the Steelers they're gonna throw the best punch at the Steelers with their second stringers, but. Again, it's the second stringers for the Steelers first team. The Steelers should win it. Agreed. And then the following game, another good one. The Texans play the Colts, which has implications for the number 4 seed, the AFC South on the line. Texans travel to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Steve, who you got?
I got the Texans. CJ Stroud is back and healthy, and he's trying to put his team on his back and get them in the playoffs, win a division possibly. So yeah, with that being said, I know both teams are 9-7. Shane Steichen has been a great coach
Right.
first year, all that good stuff, but I'm more confident right now in CJ Stroud and the Texans. I think they're the better team. And I know it's at Indy, but that doesn't matter. They're going to get the job done. CJ Stroud's built for these moments, and I think he will win and get the job done.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's hard to pick against CJ Stroud. Two, I'm going to lean the Colts. I like how they're at home. Shane Steichen has had experience in the like in the big games, the big spots from being an OC last year. I think they could come into this prepared. I think Gardner Minshew can make enough. I think the question is Gus Bradley and his defense. Can they throw Stroud off a bit in this game? And I don't know what the Texans receiver situation is anymore either. So I kind of like the Colts. I know they got Michael Pittman and they got Taylor back. I think I just like the overall the overall game plan for the Colts, like the surrounding it more. So yeah, I think it favors the Colts slightly, but hey, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the other way though. But
Yeah.
it's
I
gonna
guess you
be.
could say I got the upset of the week. I don't know if that's an upset of the week.
I
I
don't
think it's
know, dude.
50-50.
Yeah, what the
I'm going to
line's
call it
like?
upset
What
of the week.
plus minus one? I bet
Yeah,
it's like
it's
so
really
close.
close. I would call it, if I don't have any other upsets, I guess that would be my upset of the week, if
Yeah.
that's the case.
Well, we'll see if we have other upsets,
Yeah, we'll
but
see. I don't know.
maybe this one you'll pick your upset.
Maybe.
The
Yeah, yeah,
Buccaneers. Tampa Bay Buccaneers with the NFC South on the line. They have to face the lowly Panthers, who their owner David Tepper got fined $300,000 by the
yeah. What an
NFL
idiot.
for
New
throwing a
Dan
drink on the
Snyder, right?
thing. I did say that yesterday. He is the new Dan Snyder, but he is kind of imploding the Panthers, which is sad to see. But uncalled for there. I act with class, man, in that situation. But
Yeah.
I think with that being said, I think karma's a bitch. I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers here. You can't be throwing drinks and expect a win the next following week. The Buccaneers will win this game, win the South.
Yeah. I got the Bucks as well. I believe in Todd Bowles and that team right now. I know Baker and them
Yeah,
boys lost last week. This is a perfect opportunity to take advantage of a bad week playing the
yep,
high school Carolina Panthers. They've been god awful this year. Bryce Young might be out. I'm not sure. He did get hurt last week. But yeah, this is a perfect opportunity. Get the 4th seed, host the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs. You gotta conquer this game and win. I think they do. So give me the Bucks.
yep. I like it. I like it a lot. The Browns. Okay, I think the Browns are quickly becoming like America's like sweetheart team. I think everyone
Yeah,
wants them to do well and want them to see them go far. Because of the whole story, they're battling through injury. They take on the Bengals. I know. I'm pretty sure the Browns are clinched already.
yes.
They don't have.
They're
They.
resting their
I think.
starters.
Did they? Okay, so they got the 5th seed. I'm assuming.
Yep.
That's great. They play the Bengals. So they're resting. Let's go with the Bengals then. I'll go with the Bengals. So that means they have no Denzel Ward to cover Jamar. That would have been a fun matchup. So yeah, I would look for Jamar Chase in this one. And Jake Brown has been all right. So they should, if he's been playing against like the ones of like Pittsburgh and all that, he should handle the twos of the Browns. So yeah, give me the Bengals, which may be Lou Anarumo's last game as Bengals DC. Maybe he gets the head
Yeah,
coaching job.
you might get a head coaching gig.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I got the Bengals as too with every Browns player resting because they already clinched the 5th seed. Pretty much says it right there. So yeah, give me the Bengals.
great, great. Uh, the Vikings, they are starting Nick Mullins this week, and they are traveling to the Lions to take on the Golf in Detroit. I don't know why I
Well,
said it like
I think
that.
I think
Are the
Jared
Lions
Goff,
resting?
they have not announced that yet, but they probably I don't know because I think they're playing for
Well,
the 2
they,
seed.
they are still playing for two. I think
So
if
I feel like
Dallas
they might play the
loses,
starters.
Dallas lose, we Eagles win.
I think they'll play them.
No, if Dallas loses and they win, I still think the Lions would get second,
Yeah, because the Eagles lost.
Even if the Eagles lose
Because
this
Eagles
next
lost
week.
to the Cardinals,
Yeah, I'm
so
gonna
that's
pick.
why Lions would get 2
I was
seed.
gonna pick the Lions regardless. I'm gonna roll with the Lions here.
Yeah, they're gonna be
Talent
biting
got a little bit of
kneecaps.
something to play for. Vikings, I like. Their season's been kind of unfortunate. I like the pieces they have on their team. Jettis is back, but still no Kirk there. They got a bright future though. We'll see. Their off season will be an interesting one too. Do they draft a Kirk Cousins replacement? We'll see. And I saw there's rumors that that Vikings fans are suggesting trade Justin Jefferson. That'd be crazy. Don't do that.
Yeah,
So
that's stupid.
I would go with the Lions here.
Yeah, I got the Lions as well. The Vikings, they've been in some of these games the last few weeks, but too many injuries have riddled their season, especially the quarterback situation. I just don't trust them to beat this Lions team right now. And I think Dan Campbell
Yeah,
and them boys will get the job done at home, trying to get that 2 seed possibly. So yeah, give me the Lions.
I like it. The Jets, Patriots, AFC East. This is probably Bill Belichick's last game, but last home game as the head coach of the New England Patriots, the last great dynasty in the NFL. This is gonna be an interesting game. I guess a lot of emotion, a lot of. It's gonna be a lot going into it. Who you got, Steve?
I got the Patriots just because of the reasons you just said. Good old Bill Belichick beat down on the Jets at Gillette Stadium. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They're starting Trevor Siemian. Bailey Zappi has been decent to end the year.
Hmm.
Um, Zeke has been all right as well. He's been starting to ball out as well. That offense has been somewhat clicking. And the Jets, I just don't trust them right now. I don't like Robert Saleh as a head coach, and Bill Belichick will do what he does best: out coach the following opponent. So, in his
Yes.
last hurrah, the New England Patriots, give me Bill Belichick and the Patriots.
Although I feel like some Patriots fans would be like, the gift to us would be you lose and give us a higher draft pick. That'd be like a better
No, 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 no.
gift. But nah, that's not Bill Belichick's
Hey,
MO. Give me the Patriots as well. He's gonna end the season. He's gonna end this Patriots tenure with a W. They'll finish the season 5-12, and they'll usher in a new era. It'll be interesting to see who follows up the Patriots because they're gonna have ginormous shoes to fill. Oh my god, if he doesn't produce right away, they're gonna want his ass fired immediately.
they might bring him
But
back eventually. Who knows? Yeah,
yeah,
right. Doubt it.
I doubt it. Uh, he's not like 40; he's like 70 something probably.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Yeah. Uh,
Um,
NFC South matchup:
yeah,
Falcons Saints. Interesting one. Who do you got here?
that's easy. I got the Saints. I never trust Arthur Smith, and what I've seen from the Saints last week, especially against Todd Bowles and the Bucks, I'm liking
Yeah,
what I'm seeing. Um, I think the Saints at home, they're trying to make a playoff push, trying to win a division. I don't think they'll make the wild card. I don't think they can. Can they? I think they can if other things
it's.
happen. It's
I
really tough.
think it.
Really
I think
tough.
Seattle and the Packers have to both lose. I think or something like
And
that.
I don't think that will happen.
Yeah.
So they're playing for playoff hopes, I guess. So with that, all that being on the line, I think they win this game. I don't think the Falcons make the playoffs. I don't trust Arthur Smith. It's just been a terrible season with Desmond Ritter and Taylor Heineke and all that. Not utilizing Bijan right. Just has not been going the Falcons' way. And the Saints are trying to make the playoffs at home. Give me the Saints.
Yep, I agree. Give me the Saints. Don't like what I'm seeing from Arthur Smith. I feel like that the game against Chicago last week was like non-competitive, not like come on. It's ridiculous just what's going on in Atlanta. I don't know if I'm the Falcons upper management, I would bring back Arthur Smith, but I think they kind of said he's job's good for next year, but I think that's
Why?
mistaken. But I would take the Saints here. A lot more to play for. A lot more to play for. I'll take the
Yeah.
Saints. Next one, Jaguars are traveling to Nashville to take on the Titans. Um, Give me the Jaguars here. Doug Peterson, I'm not going to bet against him in big time spots. He gets his guys ready to play. I believe Trevor Lawrence will be back this game. Try to get a playoff spot. And yeah, I just like the matchup for him too. So give me the Jaguars.
I agree. Give me the Jags trying to make the playoffs. They have the 4 seed right now, correct?
Do they? That's a great
I
point.
think they
I
do over
th-
the Texans.
do they have it over the Texans and the Colts? Is the question.
I think it's Jags who have like the highest, like, I guess, odds of winning, and then it would be Texans and then Colts. I think that's the lineup right now for who would get the 4 seed. So
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
double checking.
I think the Jags want to win this game because of that. They want to keep that 4 seed. They're trying to make a playoff push. Their playoff win last year was amazing. That epic comeback down like 27-0. Uh, yeah, give me the Jags over the Titans. Mike Vrabel is just mad that he's losing, but he's gonna continue losing because like I think Will Levis is not gonna play again. Tannehill will be probably starting for this game, and Trevor Lawrence is back in the lineup. So that being said, Jags want to make a playoff push, so give me the Jags.
Yep, give me the Jags. They are currently fourth, and the Colts are seventh, and the Texans are eighth. They're on the bubble, while
Gotcha.
Jaguars are, and the Colts are in the hunt. They're looking to The AFC South's wide open. That's going to be fun to watch. So
Yeah,
yeah, I'm going to take the Jaguars there, and I think with that win, they should win the South. And then the other game would essentially become who makes the wild card, I guess.
yeah,
So that'll be fun games to watch. And then the Seahawks, who have playoff hopes, are traveling to the Cardinals to take on Jonathan Gannon, my boy, my former DC. For that, I'm gonna return the favor. No, I'm joking. I'm not returning the favor. Give it to Seahawks. A lot more to play for. Cardinals, I think they want to have the position themselves in a good draft spot for this
yeah.
upcoming draft. Did they move on from Kyler? That remains to be seen. Did they
I
trade him?
doubt it.
Did they draft a quarterback? I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
so.
That they're going to be an interesting team to watch this offseason. But give me the Seahawks. A lot more to play for. They've been playing pretty good football. They lost to the Steelers. Tough way to lose. But, yeah, I like Pete Carroll here.
Yeah, Pete Carroll outcoaching Jonathan Gannon, I think will happen. They're fighting for a playoff spot as well.
No
Cardinals, they
way.
won last week. So they got their last win of the season. It was in epic fashion, beating, the Eagles, a team that Jonathan Gannon used to coach for. So that was good and all. But yeah, I don't see them upsetting the Seahawks. They are at home, but I don't think that matters. I think Geno Smith and company will get the job done. But yeah, who knows what the future holds for the Cardinals? I think Kyler stays, in my opinion. And I feel like they're in play for one of those offensive linemen or maybe even Marvin Harrison. Get Kyler another playmaker. So, yeah, I got the Seahawks.
I like it. I like it. This is cool. This is a cool matchup, too. I believe the Bears are mathematically
They are
out.
eliminated.
They are
Yes,
eliminated.
it's
Okay.
unfortunate.
Even though the record's not that bad, and they really turned it around, and I've been impressed with what they've been doing.
Matt Eberflus, I think he's keeping that job.
I think he's safe. I think he's earned it. And they play the Packers, who are currently seventh. They're they're looking to win. This is a huge implications here. And you know what, Steve? You know what I'm going to do?
Do it.
Similar to last year. Remember last year the Packers had to beat the
Lions.
Lions to get in.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Do it
picking the
again.
Bears. I'm picking the Bears. I think history will repeat itself. I'm picking the Bears just because I'm liking how they're playing. Packers they played good last week. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm sold on the Packers yet as
Nope.
a decent enough team. I do like the Bears here. And I think this ushers in a new era. And maybe the Bears go on a Detroit-esque run next year. Maybe.
Ooh, maybe.
Maybe that's my
That would
bold
be
take.
cool.
That might be my bold take. Let's go. Mark this video down.
All right.
Next year,
January 3rd, 2024, week 18
yes.
predictions.
If they're in the playoffs, if they win the North next year, you come here.
Okay.
That might be my bold take because
Okay.
I like what they could do this offseason to help the team. Maybe they'll win the North next year.
Maybe. Who knows? I'm going to go the same route. I think the Bears will upset the Packers and kick them out of the playoffs. They've been hot as of late, 7-9. They could finish 8-9 if they win this game. I think Justin Fields wants to be the quarterback one for the Bears, and that so they don't draft Caleb Williams. That being said, the Packers,
Yeah.
Mr. Matt LaFleur, usually is
Matt
good in
LaFleur.
December, but or December. It's January now. What am I saying? Idiot.
So
But
it's
yeah,
really bad now.
Jordan Love looked good though last week. He has like 30 touchdowns on the season, so the future's bright there. But right now, I just don't see enough of them
Yep.
to
I like
beat
Jordan Love.
this division rival in the Bears, because I think the Bears are playing better, and I think right now they have a better roster from what I've seen with DJ Moore, that Justin Fields connection and all that. And defensively, Montez Sweat has been a menace ever since he has landed in Chicago. So, yeah, I'm liking the Bears. So, give me the Bears over the Packers.
I agree. The Mahomes list, Kansas City Chiefs played
No.
Los Angeles Chargers. I assume Kelsey's resting as well.
Probably.
Doesn't
Man needs
matter.
best
I don't
up.
think I don't think it matters too much. I'm taking the Chiefs here, Steve.
Yeah.
I don't like the
Reed.
Chargers at all.
Big Red. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
trust Easton Stick and them boys. Keenan Allen, I don't know if he's playing. He's been in and out of the lineup. If I were him, I would just rest up and get ready for next year. It's just been a disappointing year. I got the
yeah,
Chiefs as well. I think they're just a better team. That Spags defense has been balling. Offensively, they need to figure it out for the playoffs come playoff time because, the receivers have just not been up to par. But I think McCole
yeah.
Hardman is coming back, and that should be a good piece for that offense because they just haven't had a consistent receiver. And
That's
Pacheco,
true.
he looked good last week, running like a madman, running for his life. I don't know if you saw those videos, but
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. But
No
I
one
do got
runs
the
harder.
Chiefs. Yeah, yeah. I do got the Chiefs over the Chargers. It's just been a disappointing season
Yeah,
for the Chargers.
no, I agree. I do agree. Blaine Gabbert's going to get the start. I think he's good enough to beat Easton Stick.
Uh
Simple
huh.
as that. And then the Broncos, the Jarrett Stidham revenge game. They take on
Oh,
Antonio Pierce and the Raiders in Las Vegas. I'll turn this one to you first, Steve. Who you got?
Antonio Pierce wants to be the head coach of the Raiders, so he's going to put that
Mm,
on full display. It's at Las Vegas. Last game of the year for both of these teams. They've both been eliminated. Antonio Pierce wants to be that head coach, so he's going to win for them boys. Devontae Adams wants him as his coach. I don't know if you saw his little press conference. He wants him aboard for the next season. Yeah, he's
awesome.
earned my respect. He's one of the better coaches, better leaders in this league from what I've seen so far and how many games he's coached. Just beating these teams, upsetting the Chiefs, and knocking them out of the 2 seed. It's just good
Yep.
stuff from the Raiders, and I think he's earned that job. And right now, I don't like the Broncos. I don't like Sean Payton and what he's been doing. I know they've been winning some games second half of the year, but just benching Russell Wilson because of that, contract guarantee with the injury thing is messed up and all that. Just giving up on him. So with all that being said, give me the Raiders.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Give me the Raiders, not for so much the X's and O portion, just the emotional portion. I think if the players want Antonio Pierce back, they'll play hard, they'll ball out, they'll do their thing. Give me the Raiders. I'm just gonna follow your sentiment here. Yeah, and then my Eagles are traveling to the Meadowlands to take on the New York Giants. I'll give it to you, Steve. Give it to you.
Man, I want to pick the Giants, but I just can't. I don't trust them against the Eagles. They don't match up well. It's at MetLife. I get all that. And the Eagles have been playing bad, but like I said, it's a get right game for the Eagles. I don't think Nick Sirianni and the boys are going to lose another game. If they do, he's on the hot seat. He's going to get fired most likely and all that because he lost the locker room. But I feel like the Eagles, there's still something in there. They still got the talent. I feel like they're way more talented than the Giants. They'll get the job done. Tyrod, he has some flashes of greatness and then flashes of how dog shit he is. I don't know. I can't trust him. That's why he's a backup quarterback. An offensive line, other than Andrew Thomas, our offensive line has not been good. We just lost our backup right tackle, Tyree Phillips, for the year. So now we have our third string tackle, and that guy going up against it's Matt Pert going up against Hassan Reddick. I don't trust that matchup. I don't think the Giants will get it done offensively. The Eagles, it's a get right game for them. They're trying to make a splash in the playoffs. They have a lot on the line. There's more pressure on them. I have the Eagles. I have the Eagles.
Man, you and get right games. There's no such thing as get right games with this Eagles team. Which is
Okay.
why my upset of week, I'm taking the Giants.
Ooh,
I
I
am.
appreciate that. I want it to happen. Trust me, I want it to happen.
I am taking the Giants. You are more optimistic on the Eagles as a Giants fan than I am as an Eagles fan.
Hmm.
Um,
They just get lucky at the right
I
times. That's
just
what.
think the tape's out there. I think you just look at what James Conner did and Saquon with his future in New York uncertain. You're just like, hey, Saquon, I'm giving you the ball every play.
I
There's nothing the
hope
Eagles can
so.
do
I
about
would
that.
love to watch
If
that.
you
I'd
run the
love to watch
ball,
it.
then it doesn't. And Tyler Taylor's a drop back list, and it mitigates Hassan Reddick rushing off the right edge. You got to pound the ball. And the Eagles, got the past 5 weeks, have been the worst run defense. the recipe is out there. Just run the ball, control the clock, own the time of possession. You'll win the game. It's that simple.
I
Because
hope so.
I don't know. I don't know. I just don't believe in the Eagles team. They should win. I hope they win. I don't know if they do. So I'll take the Giants.
Okay, I respect
I'll
that. I
take the
respect that. I hope
Giants.
it happens, but at the same time, I want the fifth overall pick or better. So, because we're eliminated. If we weren't eliminated, then I would want to beat the Eagles, but it doesn't really matter. Next
I
game.
don't know. Yeah.
This is a fun game. Maybe the backups going against
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. Rams at 49ers. Interesting. They're both going to be resting, as you said. They both clinched. Rams can't finish no higher or no worse than the 6th seed. Niners are the number one team. Now, normally, as a number one team, you would play them for at least like a half to make sure there's no rust going into the divisional round. But Kyle Shanahan doesn't see it that way. He sees it as give the players rest and they'll be fine for the first round. Who do you got here, Steve?
I got the Niners. I think the Niners will get the job done. I trust Sam Darnold right now more than I would trust Carson Wentz. I know Carson Wentz is back in the league. He's been a decent guy, so far in his career, but the end of
Yeah.
his career kind of fell off and hasn't been the same, with Washington and all that. But yeah, I think the Niners, they're just a better coach team. They got better backups than the Rams. So yeah, they're both resting their starters and all that, but I think the Niners, Kyle Shanahan and company will get the job done.
Yep, agreed. I do agree. The Niners, as you said, they'll get it done with the backups over the Rams backups. I trust their twos more than I trust the Rams twos. I think they're the more deeper, complete team. And look out for my guy Jair Brown on the Ford
Ooh.
49ers. Let's go, Penn State guy.
Yeah, we
Um,
are, baby.
this game means a little something. Cowboys, they're playing for the number two seed in the playoffs, while the Commanders are playing for the number two pick in the NFL draft. Interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
oh.
Unfortunately, I'll take this one first, Steve. I'm going to pick the Cowboys, even though as much as I want them to lose this, and I think it would be comedic and hilarious. I don't really see it. I think the Commanders want to lock up the number two pick, and the Cowboys need to have that number two if they want to make it to the NFC Championship game. They need that home turf, and it's just a shame the Eagles gave it right up to them. But yeah, I got the Cowboys.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys as well. It would be funny, Cowboys fashion, to lose this game and become the
Oh, it'd be
fifth.
hilarious.
That would be epic, and I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind that at all. But what this Washington team is not good at all. They lost 12 games. Ron Rivera is gonna be gone. Um,
Yeah.
so Dak and the boys are playing, right? The starters are playing.
Oh, they got to. They got to lock up
So,
number two, right?
so if the
That
starters are
guarantees
playing,
two home
who's
playoff
stopping?
games.
Who's stopping CD Lamb and them boys? Now, I don't see it
They
happening
got
right
to
now.
play. Yeah, they
If
got
they're
to.
gonna play the
They got to.
starters, right? I got
Yeah,
the Cowboys, man. Like Dak has been playing like a top 3 NFC
they
quarterback,
got to.
right?
Like
Yeah,
what I
he's
was
been
saying earlier,
balling.
I'd rather play the Packers than the Rams. Why not lock
Yeah,
up? Why not play this week and lock up number two and face the Packers? You're hoping the
exactly.
Packers win. If the Bears don't beat them, because then you would have to play Seattle, and that's more of a
Yeah,
debate. Would you rather play Seattle? Or would you rather play Los Angeles? I don't know. I wouldn't know at that point. But yeah, you want to lock up number two. Why? Because you guarantee at least two home playoff games, and that would be
yeah,
critical because they've been the best home team this year. So yeah, the Cowboys need this one, and
yeah.
one Commanders are both sides of the ball inferior.
We both got the Cowboys. So I
Yes,
don't know. It would be funny though if Washington upsets them. I'm here for it. So, but all in all, I think the Cowboys. Me and Justin both think the Cowboys won this game.
yes. Man, the next game's interesting. The Bills. This is the game of the week, maybe the game of the year. The Bills are Buffalo. We're traveling to Miami to take on the Dolphins. The AFC East is on the line in this one, this is going to be get your popcorn ready. This is going to
Get
be
your
a dog.
popcorn.
This is going to
It's
be a
gonna be
dog.
a
Shout
movie.
out to Terrell Owens, man. Get your popcorn ready. Um, yeah, no, this is going to be a great matchup for sure. Man, I don't know where you begin here with this one. It's tough. Do you want me to go? Do you want me to say who I want and sway you, or you want to sway me one way?
It
I
doesn't
think
matter.
I'm swaying one way. I don't know.
All
I
right, I
could
want
I
to
could
hear
leave it
you.
up to
I
you.
already got mine locked in, so you could just tell
You
me who
got
you.
yours locked in.
Yeah, I want to know where you're leaning towards.
Um. All right. I'm gonna pick the Dolphins. Why? You're you're in Miami. You're in South Beach. You're home. I like the defense been playing better. You got Ramsey. You got Ramsey and Diggs matched up. Diggs has been inconsistent playing, not so much no fault of his own, but the change in offensive philosophy with Brady as the OC there now. Josh Allen kind of struggled against the Patriots defense last week. Vic Fangio, the DC of the Dolphins, watched that tape. How could we confuse the Bills a little bit? That's what I would be looking at. And Mike McDaniel, the offense, they're creative, fun, dynamic. They can they could definitely have some success there. Raheem Mostert will be there. I believe Jalen Waddle's playing. Tyreek Hill with his thank God he's okay. His house burning down. Maybe he comes out with maybe more chip on his shoulder with that circumstance happening to him. Maybe he comes out playing harder. I like the Dolphins here. This is going to be a great game. I wouldn't be surprised if you took the Bills, Steve. I wouldn't blame you for that. Um, I do understand the Bills have a lot to play for. If they don't get the two and the other factors don't happen, they get eliminated. Crazy. It really is crazy. But I'm still taking the Dolphins. Just been the better, consistent team, and they want to get rid of that sour taste in the mouth after that horrific Dolphin loss they took to Baltimore.
Yeah, all great stuff. I'm going the other direction. I'm picking the Bills. I trust Josh Allen more than I trust Tua Tagovailoa. I do. Um, I think right now the Bills, they're more healthy as well, offensively and defensively. Dolphins just lost Bradley Chubb. That is a killer. He's been balling
Yeah,
this year. Jalen Phillips, he tore his Achilles. So yeah, that hurts. But yeah, I think Diggs, I think he will get more involved just because, they know that the playoffs are on the line. They are going to utilize him more this game, I feel like. And there's going to be a spark because of that matchup, that Jalen Ramsey matchup and Diggs matchup.
yeah.
James Cook, I expect him to do big things. He's been big the second half of the season, so I think he will get involved. Expect Gabe Davis, a guy that we haven't heard from much second half of the year, to get more involved as well. And I expect Dalton Kincaid to be that man. I know last few weeks he hasn't been much in the game plan, but I think he's a nice little rookie, and he's been balling and has been a security blanket for Josh Allen when he's getting the ball. I just like Josh Allen and the Bills more because I trust Josh Allen more than I trust, Tua and Mike McDaniel. And I like Sean McDermott, and he wants to keep his
Hmm.
job. And I think, as a head coach in this league, you want to be, successful. And this is a perfect game to show why you should retain your job and win a division and be that
So wait, you think if he
seed.
loses, he gets fired?
I don't know. I feel like he might be on the hot seat. I feel like there might be candidates out there. Like they could go get Bill Belichick. They could go get.
No way.
They could like
No way.
there's they could like Belichick could want to go there because hey, I get to play the Patriots twice a year, man. Like think of that. That would be cool stuff. And you get to have a nice little quarterback.
Why
You have
stay in the
nice
cold, man? Old people
I
hate the
stand
cold. Old
he
people hate the
loves the
cold.
cold. He loves it, man. I don't know.
No.
I don't think it's gonna
Old
happen.
people hate the cold.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I think Sean McDermott is a good coach. They've been winning as of late. They're 10-6. It's a prime time game. Playoff football's on the line. I just trust Josh Allen and the Bills more to get the job done. That's all.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
don't. It's a tough one. I don't
it is a
know.
tough one.
I
It should
was
be a
kind
fun
of.
game. I'll be tuning in.
Yeah. Sunday night, I believe. Well deserving of that primetime slot. Yeah. I got the Dolphins. Steve got the Bills for that
Yeah, man.
game. Uh, yeah, that concludes the video. But comment down below, who do you think wins that game? Do you have the Dolphins? Do you have the Bills? And
Some fan interaction.
comment other scores. Yeah, comment if you believe your team's gonna win, make a playoff spot, or did they get the number 2 overall pick? That needs to be determined still.
Ooh.
All of that. Yeah, but thanks for watching. Subscribe, like the video. It helps. It pushes us out in the algorithm. When you like, we appreciate it. We
Like it
love
up.
you.
We
Uh,
love you.
we love you. Subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. We got that going. We got Instagram. We got X or Twitter. Yeah, we're everywhere, man. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Spotify even. You could
Ooh.
listen to us in the car, which is awesome, which is great. You can listen to us on the airplane if you're going back to school, right?
Yeah.
You can listen to us during this snowstorm coming up, right? You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. Yes. While you're staying warm, have a hot chocolate and bench wire. Nothing better, right?
Nothing better, man.
Nothing better. That's why we love you.
We love you.
We love you.
So
Stay
yes.
strong. Make 2024 the best year yet, Benchwire crew. And to more videos and to healthy, happy, and successful 2024. And with that being said, Steve Benchwire
Out.